Hello my dear friends, and welcome back to another Star Wars video. It is I coming at you once again, your favourite galactic hostess, Star Wars Meg. Did you miss me? I missed you. And today is a video I've been meaning to make for a couple of days. There is one question that has been pertinent in the Star Wars fandom if you've been paying attention over the last 24 hours. With now just 70 days to go, where in the world is the trailer for Andor Season 2? It's been ready for quite some time, so where is it? Fans are understandably very frustrated, and this is such a big question that is so discussed that 3 headlines asking the same question yesterday made the top stories on Google when you type in Star Wars. So I thought to myself, you know what? This is not my first rodeo. I see what's going on here. I've been covering every single Disney Plus Star Wars show. I know the ropes. I understand the way Disney and Lucasfilm market their projects, and I just wanted to give you my take. Just give you my view on what I think's going on. So here's the thing. To me, what is more surprising than the fact Lucasfilm hasn't dropped the trailer is that Star Wars fans are actually surprised. We've been criticizing and hyperanalyzing their marketing strategy for years. As annoying as it is, as inexcusable as many fans find it, it's nothing new. The question I've seen being asked is this. Considering the teaser for Andor's first season came out months before the actual show, why haven't they done the same for Season 2? There was footage at D23 a few months ago, but nothing public. Well, here's the thing, my dear friends. If The Mandalorian Season 2 is anything to go off of, Disney and Lucasfilm don't seem to put as much emphasis on marketing second seasons as they do the first. Do you guys remember the build-up to The Mandalorian Season 2? That was a crazy time. The amount of Grogu theories, the level of anticipation for maybe Boba Fett, there were rumors we were going to see Ahsoka, there was so much fandom hype. And if you were involved in Star Wars social media spaces back then, everyday fans were like, where is the trailer? Has Lucasfilm forgotten? And they cut it so close to the release date, pretty much 1 month out. I think in the case of Andor they might think, well, fans already know it's coming, so we can leave it quite late. As you're going to see guys, and I'm going to break this down, this is truly an awful approach. If there's a teaser first, it comes earlier in the year, but for returning shows, there's never as much oomph. But there is so much riding on Andor Season 2. It's the final season. They should care about this more than any other show. This is the one Star Wars fans are really excited about. They do cut it quite close to the release date. So as of the recording of this, we're 70 days away from Andor Season 2, so we might have to wait a little while longer. I predict it's on the brink. A trailer of some description is coming very soon. Don't be too disheartened or too surprised with Lucasfilm. This is very much on par with their track record. We knew Disney would be running some trailers during the Super Bowl, but fans were disheartened when there was nothing for Andor. The most prominent on the night was Thunderbolts, but for Star Wars, there was nothing. The most probable scenario is that Disney did some calculus and decided that paying a massive amount of money for a Super Bowl ad for a show that already cost them big was probably not a good idea. But it is strange. Andor Season 2 connects to Rogue One, and considering they're trying to increase subscribers on Disney Plus, try to get better numbers for Andor Season 2 considering the first season didn't perform too well, you would assume they're trying to get the widest audience they possibly can. This is the final season. Why in the world are they not doing more? The first teaser trailer for Andor Season 1 aired on May 26, 2022. The second trailer was in August, 1 month out from the show's release. But with now just 2 months to go until Season 2, some are saying this is pretty bizarre. But as aforementioned, they never treat the sophomore season the same as the first. And this seems to be across the board. And they jolly well know many fans consider it the single best thing Disney Star Wars has produced, but they need to increase viewership, so the current marketing campaign makes no sense. In my opinion guys, they really should do better. However, take a look at this. Earlier today, StarWars.com changed. On the main homepage, they changed everything, or more or less everything to do with Skeleton Crew, and replaced it with Andor. A big promo using the photo from Empire magazine of Cassian in Season 2, and a blurb that says this. In a dangerous era, Cassian Andor embarks on a path destined to turn him into a rebel hero. Season 2 premieres April 22nd, only on Disney Plus. And the promoted material under it, like I said, is no longer Skeleton Crew, it's various quizzes, recaps, and interviews from Season 1, so I would be very surprised if they don't drop a trailer in the next few days. Could it be on Valentine's Day? Fingers crossed. So I guess it's not as if there is absolutely nothing. I'm not trying to excuse Lucasfilm, we know their marketing has been very shoddy, but I've got a gut feeling something is coming in the very near future. When the trailer drops, of course guys, as I always do, there will be a full trailer breakdown, and I hope we have a lot to discuss. Something that did resurface earlier today from D23 Expo is footage that is believed to be from the first half of Season 2. And this shows a grassy planet which might be Dantooine. And I think so far it's one of the only frames that we have of the character of Brasso. I'm really hoping he doesn't die. But Lucasfilm is not doing itself any favours. The first season is often labelled the amazing Star Wars show no one watched, then you'd assume they want as many fans as possible for Season 2, especially with Rogue One connections, with Krennic, with K2SO. I don't think Darth Vader's gonna be in it. I would say Tarkin, but considering there's an ongoing lawsuit for the way Lucasfilm used Peter Cushing's likeness, I'm not too certain, but it certainly has wider general audience appeal compared to the first season. But I think there's another factor in all of this. When it comes to Andor's viewership, it seems to have grown over time, so it's difficult to kind of navigate the decisions Disney and Lucasfilm make, but we know they have a trailer ready, and so at this point guys, it's just a matter of time. If I was Lucasfilm, I wouldn't treat Andor Season 2 the same as the first, because when it first came out, I don't think Lucasfilm had any idea what kind of fans would be into it. It was a new flavour of Star Wars, overtly mature in its themes, far more political than something like The Mandalorian, and I don't think they realised how many diehard fans would be into it. So if I was Lucasfilm, not only would I have started marketing it long ago, but I would try to appeal to a Star Wars fan demographic no one is really talking about. Fans of Rogue One who don't have Disney+. Oh yes, my dear friends, they're out there. I've met them, and when you ask them, why don't you watch the Disney+ Star Wars stuff? They just don't seem to care. But if I was Lucasfilm, you have to give those fans a reason to tune in, even though they know how Cassian's life ends, even if they know this show is a prequel to what happens in the events of the 2016 movie, you have to market this to be an unmissable season. And it's so doable. This is where there might be crossovers with Star Wars Rebels, there's the Foundation of the Rebellion, maybe Bail Organa is in it, I'm sure maybe a few other familiar surprises. And Lucasfilm just seemed to have done none of that. The movie grossed over $1 billion worldwide. That is a lot of eyeballs. And to this day, I hear Star Wars fans all the time talk about Rogue One being one of the best Star Wars movies ever. Not just under Disney, but some Star Wars fans put it right up there with The Empire Strikes Back. I don't understand why they're not marketing the heck out of it, particularly in light of the recent data that showed Disney Plus's bleeding subscribers. But with that said, my dear friends, I turn it over to you. Do you think we should have had an Andor trailer by now? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed this video, my dear friends, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, why not check out some of the other Andor videos I've posted, and I'll see you in the next one. May the Force be with you, always.